Hey fam, quick introduction. I'm Kim. I'm the nutrition coach at ATR. I'm here to support you guys in any way I can with your nutrition toward your goals, especially as it relates to performing your best in the gym. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Come grab me in the gym, text, email. I'm here for you guys as a resource, so please feel free to reach out. For this first video, what I wanted to focus on was New Year's challenges. Specifically, you guys are probably getting a lot of emails and seeing a lot of advertisements for 7-day juice cleanses or maybe a 30-day crash diet challenge. While those things seem exciting and appeal to our short-term emotion for rapid change, ultimately, to be success in the long term, we need to focus on the habits that are the foundation for our overall health versus focusing on a very short near-term goal, which could actually be detrimental to our health. So with that, I wanted to give you guys a habits challenge. So there's 4 key habits that if you work on them, if you establish them, are going to contribute much better to your overall goals and much better to your overall health versus a quick fix. So the first one is simply cook more meals at home. The science shows that folks who cook 5 or more meals at home during the week have a lower body mass index and a lower body fat percentage. So simply by the act of cooking fresh food, eating more fruits and vegetables can have a significant impact on your body weight and body composition. So if you're eating a lot of meals out right now or eating a lot of, just prepackaged TV dinners, that kind of stuff, take it in steps. Don't have to swap out all of your meals at once. Start with one. Focus on one additional cooked meal at home during the week. On Sundays, make a shopping list, hit the grocery store, have a plan ready. That's going to help prevent you from just swinging by the closest restaurant on the way home from work to get dinner. So that's a great place to start. Second habit is swap out some of the ultra-processed foods in your diet for low-processed or whole foods. Now, what do I mean by an ultra-processed food? An ultra-processed food is food that is designed to make it hyper-palatable, super tasty, so that you want to eat more of it. And the way that companies do that is they add extra salt, fat, and sugar into the food. Very calorically dense. Weight can definitely easily creep up over time. You can imagine if you have a lot of these types of foods in your diet. So here's one example. Got this awesome box of cereal here. What you want to look for in assessing if something is ultra processed, one of the quickest things to do is look on the nutrition label. You guys can see this line here says added sugars. So in this case, this cereal has 12 grams of added sugar into it. So instead of a breakfast like that, start with maybe some oatmeal instead with some yogurt and fresh fruit. That's a very healthy swap, and it's much easier to stay within your necessary calorie intake versus exceeding it on a day-to-day basis. Once again, no need to completely overhaul your diet at once. Take it in manageable steps. Forming habits takes time. So instead of having a muffin or a donut for your afternoon break at work, have some healthy snacks handy. Here are some of the things that I keep handy. I have some beef jerky, little packets of nut butter, or maybe some string cheese, piece of fruit. Start with that kind of swap first before trying to change everything at once. It's going to be much easier to adhere to it if you start with small, meaningful steps. Okay, number 3, sleep. Ideally 7 to 9 hours per night. And you say, well, sleep doesn't have much to do with how much I'm eating, so why would lack of sleep cause me to gain weight? There's a few different elements at play here. Number 1 is if you're awake more hours, simply there's more opportunity to eat and snack, and slowly every day we're adding 50, 60, 100, 150 extra calories to our day. That can definitely have an impact over time. Hormonally, it works against us as well. So we have an appetite suppressing hormone called leptin, which decreases when we have chronic sleep loss. And we have an appetite stimulating hormone ghrelin, which increases when we have sleep loss or chronic sleep loss. So with those factors, we're definitely more inclined to eat more. We may be hungrier. We may not be able to make as rational of decisions about food in that chronic sleep deprived state. The other hormone that plays a huge role here is cortisol. So cortisol is a stress hormone. If you're chronically sleep deprived, stress goes up, cortisol goes up, And cortisol basically tells your body to go into energy conservation mode, meaning that your resting and daily energy expenditures are going to be lower because your body's saying, no, I need to conserve, I need to be cautious right now. So work on getting at least 7 hours per night, ideally 8 or 9. If you're exercising, you need more sleep. One way to set this up is start your bedtime routine 30 minutes earlier than you do right now. You don't have to all of a sudden sleep 2 extra hours a day. Just start with 30 minutes. Whatever you're normally doing, say at 10:30, start it at 10, or 9:30, start it at 9. Make sure your bedroom's nice and dark, and just lay there. You may not be able to fall asleep the first few days as quickly because your body's adjusting to it. Just give it some time, and over time, you will adapt to that behavior. Okay, final one. Increase your overall daily activity. That seems maybe simple or straightforward, but you'd be surprised in terms of a cumulative effect how this adds up. So things like parking in the back of a parking lot, walking into a store, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, creating a habit at work. So say every time you get up and go use the restroom, do a lap around the building before you sit back down at your desk, or maybe even use a standing desk. All of these things contribute to your overall energy expenditure and can make a significant difference over time. Another one is to take an existing awesome habit that you have and stack another small awesome habit on top of it. So if the awesome habit is showing up to ATR for your workout, after the workout, after you've done everything, stay an extra 10-15 minutes, get on the air bike, pedal for a few minutes. Don't have to go ham on the bike, just pedal. All of those small things contribute to your overall energy expenditure, to your overall health. And it's a very small change, and it's built upon something great that you're doing already. So it should be an easier habit to take care of. All right, so in summary, these 4 things, right? Take out some of the ultra-processed foods, cook more meals at home, get more sleep, and move about more during the day. If you work on these foundational activities, this is what is going to drive some significant changes in your overall energy level, management of your weight or weight loss, and keep you healthy in the long term versus a quick fix. So keep in touch and let me know how these challenges are going. If you need any help to support these habits, like I said, please feel free to reach out to me anytime.